Hey, you guys. Hello. Welcome. I have a question for you. Are you feeling stuck? Now, I want to take you back in time because although my stuckness is limited these days, I want to assure you, maybe many of you listening right now will be aware of a time in my life when I was extremely stuck. And you know, for me, I would actually only say probably the people that were closest to me, like my sisters and my bestie and like probably my husband, my parents, like they would be the only ones that were like, oh damn, like Delyn's feeling the feels right now. Everyone else, I probably kind of pulled the wool over your eyes because I'm a magnificent actress and I could just put a big smile on my face and nobody would have guessed that I was feeling stuck, like on the verge of like going off the edge, okay? And this was a time I had just had our second daughter and I was going back to work and I was actually in a brand new role. And in this exact time, okay, I had some like postpartum stuff. Dave had his own stuff going on. If anybody's like married to anyone in emergency services, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I had these like 2 kids, newborn, 1.5, going back. And I was just like, I had everything to be grateful for and was just feeling stuck. Was just like, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with where I'm going. I'm not happy with what's going on. I see more for myself, but I don't even know what more is. I don't even know what more looks like. And I didn't know how to get out of it. Okay. And if your story is similar to this, let me be the proof in the pudding that you can shift. Okay. You can get unstuck. Okay, and what I'm about to say might actually surprise you a little bit, okay? But if you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, health, wealth, relationships, doesn't matter, your work, there are actually only 2 things you need to start to get what you actually want. And I am so grateful for my very first coach that I ever hired that taught me these 2 things. You have to know where you are and you have to know where you want to be, where you are going. And it seems almost too simple. Someone's stuck right now. You guys are listening in and you're going, okay, know where I am, know where I want to be. Okay, what else? Okay? But why do most people miss this? And why might you still be missing it up to this point? Okay, it's because at first it may seem that you do know where you want to go. Okay, you're like, oh, I know where I want to go, no problem. That's not really the problem. Okay, even if you have a plethora of desires, right, that run really, really deep, you may have actually forgotten why you want those things. They're still there, and you're in the habit of saying, well, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, but do you know why you want them? Okay? And the far bigger issue is really where you are now, not physically, but mentally. Okay? So you know where you've been, you know what your desires have been in the past. They may still have carried into the present. Chances are, though, you may not be recognizing where you are right now. How far down the rabbit hole you've kind of buried yourself. Okay? And in other words, It's where your paradigm or your programming is set. Okay, that's the only thing the universe responds to. Okay, your paradigm is what controls your results. And this is why you're still stuck. Okay, so let's say you want to turn your annual income into your monthly income. I remember thinking this to myself. I was like, okay, at the hospital, I was making $100K a year. And I remember thinking to myself, how freaking cool would that be if I started earning $100K a month? Okay, say you want to do that. Whatever your annual income is, entertain me. Just even say, what if I actually earn that every single month instead of every single year? What would that look like? Okay, you can say it as often as you want. However, it will only ever happen unless you change your beginning and end point. Like, it's never going to happen unless and until you are set about changing your programming. I talk to people all the time about their goals. They're like, yeah, I want this, and I want this, I want this. But they're not willing to do what needs to be done in order to get there. All the time. Guys, I've talked to thousands of people about their goals. Thousands. I've coached thousands of people as well. Okay? But this is where you can repeat it over and over and over again. But if you're not willing to do what needs to be done in order to get there, the programming is still in harmony, which is going to create more of your current results. Okay? And then you might say, well, I could do stuff like this. And I've got my podcast, and I'm following this person on Instagram, and I've got, this YouTube people that I follow. Okay. And these things, what they are is they might give you this temporary bump, but the results don't stick until you change what's going on the inside. And no one can actually do that except for you. You have to choose to move from point A to point B. You and your thoughts are currently on a lower frequency. Okay? So let's just say this is point A. And your goal is at point B. Okay? To get where you want to be, your thoughts must raise to the same level as your goal. That's the frequency where you will get the ideas that will give you what you want. The ideas, the people, the money, the resources, the tools, whatever you need in order to get your goal. The only way we know of to raise our thoughts from point A to point B so that you can attract in what you need for success is to increase your awareness. Okay, your consciousness. Okay, this is the only thing you ever actually need to be concerned about. This is what we do in the 2% Club. So many people ask me, what do you guys actually do in the 2% Club? We raise our awareness every day. Every day we gather together and we raise our awareness. We raise our consciousness. We know where we're going and we raise our consciousness to get to that point. And then when we get there, we raise our consciousness again and again. Okay? There's no such thing as an educated person. Okay? You're either learning or you're not. I know lots of people with letters behind their names that went to school for this chunk of time, accumulated said letters, and then stopped. Okay? I'm not judging, okay? Because that's 100% what I did. I went, did all the things in all the right order, got my education, and then I thought, oh, sweet, I'm good. It's just maintenance now. Maintenance. Okay? That got me up to 100K a year. Growing my awareness, studying every single day, that's what got me to 100K a month. Okay? You get to live a healthy, fulfilling, abundant life. Okay? You get to. You were designed to. Your body's built with a bunch of systems that are going to keep you thriving as long as you're fueling it properly. Okay? You have everything you need on the outside to survive. You know what to eat. You know not to sit on your ass all day. You got to move, right? The only thing you actually need to be concerned about is your level of awareness. So even if you have health issues, if you're unhealthy, you just need to raise your health consciousness. If you're poor, want more money, raise your money consciousness. There's a brilliant book, actually. It's by Neville Goddard. It's called The Power of Awareness. Okay? It's deep, but it's so good. Okay? And he says in it, man's chief delusion is his conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness. Okay, you guys have heard of the law of cause and effect, right? Every action has an equal or opposite reaction. Okay? Everything. But here's the thing, and what most people get wrong. It's that they think that the cause is outside of them. Oh, I want more money? My job's going to give me that. No. Money comes through your job. It can also come through other things. You are the cause. Raise your consciousness and every opportunity to make money will come up to you. And it can be easy. I can tell you I used to work a lot harder to make a lot less. I used to work a lot harder to be a lot less healthy. I used to work a lot harder to have less fulfilling relationships. And for some, that might be a hard pill to swallow, especially when you feel stuck and when the conditions of your life aren't going the way you want them to be. However, when you put the pill down, it's exhilarating because you realize you have the power to change your results to whatever you want them to be. Okay, Raymond Hollowell, he said, there's a marvelous inner world that exists within us. And the revelation of such a world enables us to attain, and achieve everything we desire within the bounds and limits of nature. Got all these brilliant people telling us what to do, and yet we keep putting emphasis on the wrong things. Okay, bridging the gap between where you are and where you want to be will require one thing. You must make the decision that where you currently are, you're done being there. Not a conditional decision, a committed decision. You have to say, this is my decision. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to multiply my income. I'm going to release the weight. I'm going to enjoy my relationships, whatever it is. Okay? You have to declare it. Committing it in this way, it switches your mind to that higher frequency, to the higher frequency of thought that you need to achieve your goal. Okay, like making the commitment can be easy. Living and leaning into that commitment, that's the part that people don't show up for because they're not in the habit of showing up for themselves. They've got other things to do. No time. Well, you either take the time, either way, the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years is going to pass. Either way. You either take the time now to just humor me. Get yourself unstuck. Pour into yourself so that you can reach new heights. And I'm telling you, even 5 years ago, so it's been actually 8-9 years since I resigned at my corporate job. And I still was grinding it out for the first, I would say up until the last 4 years. I was doing all the things. And I was reaching heights, but not like now. Not even close. Okay, quantum leaps do exist. You can get unstuck, I'm telling you, from someone that was incredibly stuck. Okay, until you make that committed decision, it's just words. I don't believe you. There was an author that said, until one is committed, there is hesitancy. The chance to draw back always exists concerning all acts of initiative and creation. There is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. That is the moment one definitely commits oneself. Then providence moves to. A whole stream of events and issues from that decision arise. And everything's given to that person. Okay, once you do it once, you just rinse and repeat. Okay, I'm telling you, what I was programmed to rinse and repeat left me feeling empty. My circumstances haven't changed. I still am married to the same person. I still have 2 beautiful daughters and an amazing dog that I love. I still have the same parents, same siblings, people I surround myself with. That's changed. Okay? Nothing, like that stuff hasn't changed. What changed was me, my awareness, my consciousness. You have this amazing power inside of you. Raise your awareness of it by studying every single day, using your imagination to see every detail of where you want to go in your mind, and then act as if you already have it, because you do. When you reach your goal, you then repeat the process. When we sold everything and moved to Barbados, I had to come up with a new goal. I had been thinking about living on the water. I thought it was going to be a lake in Ontario. Little did I know. But I had been thinking about this for a couple years. And then when it happened, it was like, oh, all right, need myself a new goal. So then when you go into your next goal, when you rinse and repeat, when you do it again, when you do the same process, you're going at it though with a different level of awareness. Okay? But assess where you are, think about where you want to go, and make a committed decision. And don't mess around with small goals. What's the point? So many people said, oh, Barbados, that's really random. It's not random. It's not random because I know exactly what I think about. I know what Dave thinks about. And it wasn't like, it wasn't anything small. Okay, this is the perfect recipe for you to be creating whatever you want in life and to get yourself unstuck. You deserve to be unstuck. You're not meant to be stuck. It feels like crap to be stuck. Okay? I want you to take this, and if you're like, oh, I'd love to study, I'd love to grow my awareness, come join us in the 2% Club. It's awesome. You'll love it there. It's people that are wanting to grow their awareness. And we grow our awareness every day. Every day. Don't let your time paradigm come in. You have time to commit to this, I promise. You either commit to it now or you commit to it later and you go, damn, I wish I would have done this when Dylan told me about it back then. Just do it. What are you waiting for? If you're sick and tired of being stuck, just do it. I cannot wait for you to be there. It is going to be amazing. I can't wait to see your beautiful, amazing faces. Thank you guys for joining me. Remember, you deserve more than what you are right now. And I can just show you how to get there. Have an awesome day, you guys. Bye-bye.